Greetings everyone, and Great here. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Green Soviets, we have GreenAlert, proper color and all. Spawn left side as the Magenta Allies, we have Chokopapa. Spawn on the top left side as the Red Allies, we have DutchArmy123. Spawn on the top right side as the Cyan Allies, we have Darknagethebest. Spawn on the right side as the Yellow Empire, we have SweetDreams. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Blue Soviets, we have TheFinalBoss. Good number of players on the game, 3v3, of course. We've got a bear and a bear. Now we've got some sea bears here. Remember what they say, best way to stop a sea bear attack is by drawing a circle. Up north we do have the doggos swimming out at sea, very nice. And now we do have, will it be a dog eat dog world? Red's dog still pursuing. Oh, got a good bark there by Magenta's dog, but Blue has enough bears to save the region. These dogs red dogs do win out. We do have some blue or cyan peacekeepers now being pulled on the field. And now we do have the dogs making its way onto land. Master Roar there. Blue's losing a large number of bears. Has reinforcing bears here. Does get a free kill there. A free kill there as well. Bit of a bad roars there. Blue does get some free kills here. Not mutual trades. And do got a good number of barks here. All Blue's bears have gone down. Too many dogs and bears in this region. Over here, just more red doggos. Got a good number of peacekeepers here, but more peacekeepers over here. Now there's more peacekeepers over here. Blue, we need to stabilize this front line. There's just too many dogs in the region. Got 3 dogs moving over here, and just 2 dogs over here. And now we do got the Soviet engineer capturing up some oil. Like it was Bessarabia. Do not have these peacekeepers advancing over to the left. Over here, got the dog chasing the dog. And now we could see these Imperial Warriors engage these dogs. Does gun those dogs down, making the ATF happy. And over here, the Blue and CV is now eyeing for the naval expansion. Blue may need to eye for a bit more defense. He's getting out some bullfrogs. A couple stingrays will help out against all of these dogs. We do now have a stingray now in his front door. We'll find a good hit there onto the bullfrog, and he will pursue onto land. Over here, got the peacekeepers advance forward. We do got a multi-gun turret here, with Cyan. Got the fully automatic shotgun loaded on up. And these multi-gun turret IFVs receive a bit of fire there. Trying to get some good damage there. We've got a large number of stingrays now pulled up with green. If he pulls on another, yeah, we've got 2 stingrays over here, so he could potentially hold on. Up north, Cyan still has quite a bit of force. And you got a bit of a wall system here by yellow for some reason. Green's stingrays now advancing over towards expansion. Blue's stingrays in intercept, but of course he needs more than just one. And now this does go to an up armor there, very good. Blue stingray's trying to go for a discharge. Nice unison discharge there. And does get 2 kills there, very, very good. Got 1 more stingray left for green. He may be trying to lure them into a trap to get them both with a discharge. And does take out green stinger there, but does lose the ore collector. Up north, we got the jet tankers flying about. We do got the multi-gunner IFVs heading towards the yellow's base. He does still have the oil derrick alive. Got a Soviet MCV here. He got a good number of stingrays still on the field for green. One of them, however, does get bombed out. That's green blue. Bombed by magenta. Over here, got some multi-gunner IFVs getting on in. Does get killed at one of the ore collectors, and now these will be pursued by the Mechatengus. Cyan's now making his advance up in red space. This prospector is a bit wounded, harassed by the Empire player. Their amount of harassment coming onto red. Red just needs to take time to stabilize. And starting to retest some of these guys back on the line. Down south, we got a green stingray. Does go down. Jet tank is flying about, does get a good volley onto this command hub, and the Vindicators do get gunned down there. Over here we do have the multi-gunner IFVs engaged in the Mechatengu. Got a super reactor in the Empire base. Nothing like a small nuclear reactor inside the Empire, inside the Japanese base. And no, I tried to make a decent joke, but that was a horrible joke. And I was not trying to make a Fukushima joke, I was trying to make a Hiroshima joke. All of my jokes telling skill was much better. We do now have the ore refinery receiving the damage there. We got these riptides pushing way forward as well. And it does do a nice transform micro there. And now we do have the ore collector now seeing a bit of fire there. We do have this Stingray advancing north. We receive some damage there, but mostly missing the missiles, but now he's on land. After all, legs are slower than water floating, bobbing in water. Large number of these jet tankers are quite damaged. And I think that's Apollo going on down there. Over here we do have the Apollos now engaging the Apollos. And both sides Apollos do go down, but does have a multi-gunner turret to support the blue Soviet base. Over here we do got some cool cells. Does off the expansion there. We do have these Mecha Tangoos now engaging the ore refinery over here. Bit of harassment here. Kill there. Harassment cleaned up. Continue harassment over here. Sign paid some north bombs down the ore refinery. More multi-gunner turrets over here on the field. More bomb runs trying to stop the harassment here. Cryo shot the on the field, avoided. Over here, we do have now more harassment onto the economic line and some satellites raiding on in. Sells the refinery in time. Prospector does go down, so that's one prospector there. His teammate has put out a defender core here, but it's out of range. Vindicator's pushing way forward, trying to deal with these bullfrogs. Takes out those bullfrogs there. Did not lose any of the Vindicators. Oh, but does lose one to the Apollo, but he will have his airfield saved thanks to his teammates' defender core. Apollo just pushing way forward, gains quick damage there onto these jet tangoos. Bullfrog on the ground, multiple bullfrogs on the ground, does get transformed there. One of the Apollos do go down as well. Up here we do have the Riptides now engaging these power plants. Down south, green cool subs hitting the naval yard. Jet Tangoos and Signs of Apollos advancing forward, trying to bomb down some of these units. Very nice. All torpedoes do connect, sells it off with 55 credits. Gets good damage there. I thought I heard a gun dog getting gunned down, and it got multiple peacekeepers being gunned down as well. Over here we do have the expansion being harassed. This time it's blue on green rather than green on blue. Discharge, getting some damage there, and goes down. Trying to go for a Tesla coil. Falls face forward, finds the airfield, saves all the aircraft. There's a lot of aircraft in the field. Got a single javelin troop, multiple javelin troops now shooting at those Apollos. Red space is starting to get hit by these Mecha Tangoos. Bit of damage there. Harassment over here. And we do got a prowess shot there. Some of these Apollos do get gunned down. There's a good number of bullfrogs and hammer tanks pushing their way forward now. Prospector could go down. He's trying to set up a command hub somewhere, probably. That's probably not a great spot for a command hub. Multi-gunner turret now engaging on in. Up north, we got more peacekeepers pushing way forward. We do have, looks like the Prospector does go down, or ore collector. Green has a sizable army in yellow space now, and of course that's little nuke here. Magenta space now getting hit. Blue is unable to defend his teammate at the moment. Yellow is not falling back to defend, bringing forward a lot of tank busters. Ooh! Why were there so many cores there? That had been a massive mistake. He must have been rallied there or got caught from terrain, because there was at least 2 generators and a dockyard there. We have a mainframe core now plotted on the field. He may be eyeing for tier 3 assets. Tesla Coil will go down. Got a good number of tank clusters pushing way forward. And now do have a Dreadnought firing away over here. Looks like a bit of freezing. Got some Peacekeepers and Javelin troops advancing on forward. Down south, we got a bit of damage here from the Dreadnought. Up north, we got more harassment fought up by Green. Blue's Bullfrogs trying to stop these wooden blades. Green's Bullfrogs can only say hi to them. We got a nice mixed force here. A tank clusters and Bullfrogs as hammer tank support. And a Terror Drone. Open in fact. Now we've got multiple Dreadnoughts now deployed on the field, as well as a Vacuum Imploder. Blue's pretty much gutted. He does have expansion in the middle of the map. And that has to be a Barracks deployed on the field, and he captured up the Engineer. We've got another Engineer deployed on the field. We got these Peacekeepers and Javelin troops falling back, shall not be crushed by the MCV. Naval Yard does go down. Riptide's getting some damage on these forces. We do have a multi-gun turret here, and that's going to be standing and fighting. Got some bears blown up by Green. That's just too many shotguns to reach him for him to advance forward. It does capture the airfield over here as well. Wait, was the Vacuum Imploder cancelled by the captured battle lab? I think the Vacuum Imploder was actually stopped by the Engineer capture somehow. Or somehow that had been as a coincidence. Because I don't think you try to capture your opponent's battle lab to stop a Vacuum Imploder from being plowed out normally. You have a sentry gun going up. You just need the dispenser to go along with it. Bear does go down. Now C4 seeing a bit of fire there. Just only a tier 2 from this MCV. He needs to build some mag mines. Let's get some mag mines thrown. Of course, Flock Troopers in this situation doesn't like the greatest item. Royal Derrick's starting going down. And now you got the Dreadnoughts now bombarding the Super Reactor. He does use Sacrificial Launcher there. They're both fully heroic, so these can get off a lot of missiles up. A lot of overkill there as well. He does turn off Sacrificial Launchers. The health regen from heroic status will be useful. Takes out the Mecha Bay. Blue's gutted. Yellow's gutted. Blue has a Crusher Crane and a Refinery and a Oil Derrick. And he does have MCV over here. Yellow only has a ground force. And Blue has a Kirov? Wait. He captured the battle lab, he captured up the airfield, and used that infrastructure he captured to build out a Kirov. Double. Res now advancing or Science advancing forward, but it looks like it did not go too well. Blue's hammer takes advancing forward, trying to get some more siphons there. Satellites running on in. Does get a small kill there onto that Javelin troop. Science, Assault Destroyers advancing on the field as now. Does take out those bears. Mecha Tango's transform in the middle of it. Honorable Discharge will be very useful. He will kill there onto the Assault Destroyer there by the Honorable Discharge. It looks like a Cyan and Yellow will win out up north. Blue is expanding out to his opponent's base. Green still has these Dreadnoughts running on in. Green still has a sizable navy on the field. Green has nothing else really. This Kirov he built from his opponent's infrastructure is destroying everything in Green. He's down to a naval yard and expansion over here, and that's it. He needs Bullfrogs. And that's a Tesla Coil. He needs to sell off the other infrastructure, get out as many Bullfrogs as he can. But Green, he needs to back out the game sooner or later to give all his units to his teammate. If he gets eliminated, all those units just explode. Yellow is down to minimal infrastructure. He may want to do the same. At least give his opponent's teammates some income to work with. Naval Yard may go down. There we go. It's not being targeted. Naval Yard's going down. Yellow just needs to back out of the game now. Science Phase 4 trying to get some good damage over here. Laser lock in the ground there. It does cancel laser rock in time. Does splash the javelin troop right there for a moment. Firing some missiles at the Assault Destroyer. Assault Destroyer does go down there. And yellow looks like it has been fully eliminated. The Oil Derrick was fully destroyed, which means yellow did not back the game, which resulted in all of his money, all of his units and structures, and the Oil Derrick just being destroyed outright. Blue's down. Oh, blue is taking over this base here, so blue has economy going. Cyan's being gutted as well. He does not have economy going. Got some satellites running on in. That's a terror drone there, so it looks like Kirov has gone down. Green has very little left as well.
Looks a little tight.
Cryogeddon being caught right there, but being stopped by the Assault Destroyer's Black Hole armor there. Cyan's MCV is starting to get destroyed. Does go down there. Cyan does back up the game, getting all his infrastructure to blue, as well as money. It's now a 2v1. Soviet player has 1,000 credits. The other Soviet player has 4,000 credits, and this is blue. And the Allied player is down to less than 1,000 credits. So blue has some money to work with. He's starting to infest this base as well with using a crusher crane. Green can be knocked out of the game soon as well. Either green or red needs back out of the game sooner rather than later. Wait, there's blue's Kirov, the heroic Kirov. But now we're seeing quite a bit of Apollo fire. It does go down. Wait, why does green have allied structures? Oh! Oh, blue back, that last player back the game. I guess the last player on the team left side gave all this infrastructure to green. Either way, this is Anna Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.